The episode of Taboo Changing Sex focuses on individuals who have a different perspective on gender identity. Balian Boschbaum, previously known as Yvonne, was born a transgender. In his brain, he was always a man. Christina Bruce does not call herself a male or a female, but a hybrid. Christina makes huge sacrifices to transform. She struggles with society's norm of classifying individuals as either male or female. Ashley and Tony have a transgender marriage and have gone through full sex changes together. Ashley was a man and Tony was a woman, and both have switched. They have gone down a long road to just be happy and get where they are today. Growing up, they both felt as if their internal gender identity did not match their assigned gender identity. They felt trapped in the wrong body.
Nobody knows what causes people to be transgender, but the documentary offers a couple of theories on it. No official scientific studies have been conducted, but the major theory is that the hormones introduced to babies in the womb affect the gender one associates with, regardless of what their biological sex is. Based off of this information, our question is, do the hormones, either estrogen or testosterone, a fetus experiences during development impact what gender they will eventually identify with?
Our hypothesis is that hormones in utero do affect the gender a person will eventually identify with. Our null hypothesis, consequently, is that the hormones in utero do not affect the gender that a person will eventually identify with.
Based on these hypotheses, our prediction is that hormones in utero will affect the gender that a person will eventually identify with.
In order to test this, we decided to use a prolonged observational study because the ethics of experimenting on humans with something like this seemed pretty questionable to us. For the study, we would recruit 20 pregnant women who are emitting higher amounts of either estrogen or testosterone to their unborn child, as well as another group of 20 pregnant women emitting normal hormone amounts to their unborn child, and they would act as the control group. We would then record the biological sex of the babies when they were born for both groups, and then account for any physiological factors, such as one of the babies being born intersexed or with ambiguous genitalia, that might confound the results. For the next 20 years, we would conduct a survey among participants, asking the parents until the child was 5, and then through self-reporting by the child, what gender the child most closely identified with. To measure this, we would present a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being strongly masculine and 10 being strongly feminine, to measure where on the gender identity spectrum these children fell.
Our expected results from this observational study are that of the participants in the study who identify as transgender, there will be a correlation between how much estrogen or testosterone they are exposed to in utero and which gender they will eventually identify with. The film suggests that gender identity is created by a combination of chromosomes, hormones, and a person's psyche. So we expect that not all participants who are exposed to an imbalance of hormones in the womb will necessarily identify as transgender. This could also be caused by how the person was raised, their religion, or societal pressures. These outside influences could also possibly bias their self-reporting.